There are many different kinds of internships available in the world, but if you look at the software industry, there are two main categories that I could say. One is good internships, the other is toxic internships. And if you are looking for an internship or if you are in an internship but feels like lost, then this video might find helpful to you. Hi, my name is Rasika Mahansiri and welcome to Tier 1 UX Designer YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about internships. In a good internship, you will be taken in as part of their team and you will be exposed to the processes, the work that they are doing and everything. And you will be provided necessary guidance and trainings, and you will see how the other people get the work done and how the seniors work, and every aspect of a product design life cycle you will get the chance to experience it, and that's a really awesome experience. Apart from that, you will get to experience all the other fun stuff happening in that company as well, celebrations and whatnot. There are so much of fun things happen in a company, and you will be part of that one as well. And the pay that you get is really low because it's not a job and you will not be highly paid in the internship period. Instead, you will be given an allowance, and that allowance might barely enough to cover your expenses. But that's okay. It's not the money that you get out of an internship. It's that experience, the real experience, how the industry works and what the industry expects from you before you get into the real job. But not many companies do provide these kind of internships. What we see mostly is people take in and they will be given work, work, work. This is what I call a toxic internship. I mean, that's okay to give work. I mean, we have to give the work because the intern needs to feel the work pressure, but they will be carefully exposed to that one. And I see in some companies, they give enormous amount of work, tough deadlines, and no guidance provided, no trainings. They will be intimidated, pushed to the boundaries, and sometimes people get depressed when they are going through these kind of internships. They don't know that it's a toxic internship because they don't have the experience, industry experience, and sometimes they quit the entire industry because of the internships that they had. And recently I have met few people who got depressed due to these kind of internships. I will explain you how to understand a toxic internship if you are in that kind of a thing. The first thing is you will be given tons of work right from the day one, and no guidance is provided, no training is provided, and there's nobody that you can get the help if you're stuck in somewhere. That is the number one. And then sometimes you have to go early in the morning and you will have to work till, like, late hours. I've seen some people complain that the seniors sometimes threaten them that you can't go home until you finish this pile of work, and this is really not acceptable at all. Another thing is they don't help you to get through your academics. They don't provide any support, any guidance in that aspect as well. Sometimes the interns do have to go to the university for certain things, and they don't provide those leaves and everything to help the intern. So what can you do if you are in a toxic internship? Well, there's not a lot of things that you can do. First of all, get to know the internship that you are in is a good internship or a toxic internship. The second is, if it's a toxic internship, well, just calculate the time left that you need to go through this rough period, because most of the institutes, they expect people to cover an internship like 3 months to 1 year. Sometimes it's 3 months, sometimes it's 6 months, and sometimes it's 1 year. So calculate the time left and see whether you can get through it. Sometimes when you're deep in shit, that you get the courage to get through it somehow. And if you don't feel like you continue in this, internship is not the last thing in the world. Your life is more important than your internship. So get out of that company. Don't worry about your academics, because you might lose one chance, and obviously for sure you will get another chance as well. Life isn't fair sometimes. The choice is up to you. Even in a toxic internships, there are a few things that you can learn, because every experience that you're going through, there will be a learning, and you can build certain relationships with certain good people in the company, and you can get to know how they have molded themselves into the industry, and they will share their experience in free time. So whether you're in a good internship or a toxic internship, this relationship building part is really important. You have to build professional relationships with the industry people. That is one way that you can get to know how the industry is. Then I will talk a bit about how to get an internship. As I could say it, not a lot of internships available these days due to the world condition. People have cut down recruitments, and all the companies are going through tough time. So that affects internships as well. Not a lot of internships are available. Since the demand is high, there will be a good competition out there. How you can stand above the competition? I will tell you a few things that any company would expect you to have when you're joining as an internship. The number one is your attitude, your positive attitude, your can-do attitude, your cup is empty attitude is a must for you to get into an internship, a good internship. Because if you don't have that right attitude, then how can we guide you, how can we provide you certain trainings, because your cup is full and you're not willing to learn, you're not willing to do the work, then that would be unacceptable. So number one is attitude. Then comes the skills. When I say skills, you don't need to possess any skill up to the level of an experienced person, because the skills can be learned. But the basic skills for that kind of a job is expected from you, because internship is not a place where you are handheld and teach everything from the beginning. No, in the university or institute, wherever you're coming from, you will have to learn certain skills in order to get into an internship. There are two different types of skills. One is soft skills, the other one is tech skills. Number one on the soft skills category is communication. You have to work with people, you have to work with teams, and how can you do that if you don't possess good communication skills? And the technical skills, yes, you need to have some technical skills, not up to the level of an experienced person, but the basics. Like if in a design internship, you will be expected to know things like Figma and how to design, and the color theories, and certain basic stuff is must, because we can't teach everything from the beginning, even for an intern. We'll tell you how to use them in real situations, but the basic you have to bring in. And how to portray skills in an interview. Of course, the communication and everything will be seen, but how to convince that your technical skills are at this level. So for that one, you have to have a good, compelling portfolio. Again, not up to an industry experienced person, but it's so easy to maintain a portfolio from the work that you have done in the university, as well as if you have done any freelance work, then you can post it in your portfolio. And if you don't have done anything, then there are tons of bad products out there in the world. You can take one and give it a shot to improve that. You can include your experience in your portfolio. We are not judging your portfolio very strictly, but if we see something, we will look for the potential. It's not the experience we are looking for, it's the potential that we are looking for. So prove that you have that potential. And what if you don't get an internship? Well, if you get an internship, that's awesome. But if you don't get one, that's not the end of the world again, because there are lots of other people who has get into the industry without an internship. And for example, I'm one of them. I never had an internship. I wish if I had one, then things would be much easier for me. But that's not the end of the world. Like I said, you can prove your skills. It's a bit difficult, but you can do it. your portfolios and everything has to be tipped up in that case, because there's no other way that the industry could measure yourself. Your soft skills and everything has to be super duper in that case. You can build them. Trust me, you can build them, and then you can pitch in for jobs as well. Like I said, it's tough. It's better if you have one internship. If not, that's life. Don't worry. So I hope you learn a thing or two about internships in this video. And if you have any specific questions, leave a comment that I will provide specific answers to your questions. And good luck, people.